Welcome to Steel Deals. Today's market for tractors is flooded with offerings. Dealers have been carrying unprecedented numbers of late model tractors with low hours, and this has put a powerful ceiling on auction bids for such equipment. That's why I'm at today's auction being put on by Steffes Group, as it features this 2012 Magnum 225 CVT. This would make a great planter tractor for a mid-sized farm operation. You see, it comes equipped with high-capacity hydraulics and Case IH's CVT transmission. That's an infinite variable transmission with seamless shifting. But what is such tractor worth these days? Late model equipment prices are in a huge flux, changing almost monthly, influenced by such factors as the price of corn or the large inventory of machinery on dealers' lots. Consider this. The average price paid for a 285 to 300 horsepower tractor dropped nearly 15% in 2014, and then it took another 10% drop in 15, and then another 7% decline in 2016. Today, I believe we're at the price floor, and the sale of this Magnum 225 will bear this out. So the old pricing rules of thumb from the past several years no longer apply to used equipment today. That is why you need to know the price range for a piece of equipment like this before heading out to make a purchase. This tractor doesn't sell for a couple hours, which gives me time to corner Tim Meyer of Steffes Auctioneers and talk about horsepower pricing. Tim, we came to look at that Case IH 225 CVT. That's a 2012, and it only has 1,100 hours on it. And it appears to me that would make somebody a great planter tractor because that has the high flow hydraulics and extra outlet. Am I far off on that?
That's a great tractor and a great example. I'm glad you brought that tractor up. That tractor is a mid horsepower tractor, right, and it's the low hour tractor that we were talking about earlier.
Right at the low range of that.
That's the tractor that they're not making a lot more of right now. Get into that tractor at the right hours, put the right amount of hours on it, and in a few years, that tractor is going to be worth more than they give here tomorrow.
I've talked about this in the magazine. We're at a time at a price floor for equipment right now that you're seeing it the same way I see it. In several years, you could sell this equipment for the same amount you paid for it. It's
hard to believe that a tractor would ever be a good investment. But I think today is a day that we can say that. That tractor in today's market could realistically be worth as much or more in a few years just because the supply is going to be down. There's less tractors being made today of that category.
With the bargains that we've seen in high horsepower tractors and four-wheel drives, that's not the case with this mid-power tractor, is it? They're selling at fairly good prices these days, aren't they?
I think so. You know, I hope to say that the floor's in. We've been through some tough times, at least behind us, and those tractors and the newer ones and the higher horsepower than that even. But I hope to see that tractor bring somewhere in the mid to high 80s, maybe in the 90s tomorrow.
Really? Is that because of the CVT?
The CVT is a bonus. I think that it makes a great planter tractor. Yeah. It doesn't lend itself to everything, but it's definitely, from a farmer standpoint and an ease of operation, a great asset.
So you'd already mentioned you thought that that would sell for what, in the 80s?
I hope to see the mid 80s, yeah, mid 80s, maybe low 90s.
And other tractors about the same price range in that mid horsepower range equipped the same way as that we're seeing this fall, probably going into winter then?
Sure. The only thing that tractor is missing is suspension on the front axle, right, but the cab does have suspension on it. Right. And I think that, again, if you're buying a tractor and you're looking at it, the more options you can find on it, the bigger market you're going to have when it's time to get rid of it. Because let's face it, you buy equipment to use and then trade or resell. And auction is a great place to trade equipment, and we tell people that all the time. But the more options that it has, such as 3-point and PTO, the bigger buyer market you're going to have, the more people you're going to bring to the table, and the better price you'll get.
Thanks for the information, Tim. Let's watch the 225 CVT sell.
50, 60, there we go. 50 bits, now 70, $70. It's $70 now 80, $80. Give me 75. Thank you. 80, $80. 75 now 80, now 85, 85, 80 bit 5, 80 now 5, $85,000, 85, 85, 80 5, 82 and a half, 85, 85 now 85, 85, 85. Give me 84, 82 5, 84, 83, 4, 84, 5, 85. 85, I got 85,000 now. 85, teacher out. 85, I got $85,000. 85, I got 85, I got 85, I got 85. Come on. 84, I got 85. 86,000. Come on, 86. 85,5. 86,000. We're getting weak, Nate. 86. 85,5. I got $86,000. 85,5. I got 86. 85,5. I got $86,000. 85,5. I got $86,000. 85,5. I got 86. Are we done? 85,5. 86,000. If you're all done, I gotta be. 85,5. I got 86. Let's call. 85,5. I got $86,000. 85,5. I got $86,000. Sold the tractor. 85,500. Put it on number 2.
The bidding just finished on our Magnum 225 CVT, which brought a final price of $85,500. How does that compare to the sale of similar tractors? This is when things get interesting. Remember what I said before about prices on late model tractors being uncertain these days? Well, the $85,000 given for this tractor is way under current market value. As proof, I found two 2012 Magnum 225 tractors with CVT transmissions and similar hours. Remember, this one had racked up 1,100 hours. Those two tractors sold for $105,000 and $110,000. And for good measure, I went to one of my favorite dealer listing websites, machinefinder.com, and there I found tractors similar to this one. They had dealer asking prices ranging from $117,000 up to $149,000. You know, write those prices down and write the $85,000 given for this tractor, because if you're looking for a similar tractor this winter, you'll want to know those values. Better yet, hit the internet and start searching before bidding or bargaining with your dealer. Besides machinefinder.com, some of my other favorite price research sites include tractorhouse.com, fastline.com, and ironsolutions.com. You can discover more information about equipment values in every issue of Successful Farming magazine, and also catch my Steel Deals report at agriculture.com. Hey, for more information about Steffes Auctioneers, you can go to their website at steffesauctioneers.com. I'll see you again next week on another Steel Deals report. Hi, I'm Dave Mowitz. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit subscribe right here if you haven't already, and click that little bell right here to be notified when we post a new video. And click here to see more great videos.